Wiggy wham wham wazzle. Welcome to a new episode. Sleeping in class podcast.
All that. You got toilet paper for that? It's your boy Anthony.
I'm Mike.
Your boy Rich Frazier.
And I'm Yusuf. And Rich, I'm ashamed of you. Last week we established SIC podcast. Just love initials.
Oh, he said it. He did. It's true.
What? We're not even gonna watch the rest of this.
Anyway, I'm on another level. I'm in my zone. White car, black rims. Do they both get along?
My president is not black, and my Lambo don't
Hold on.
exist.
Let me check my sweat. No, okay.
I'm done. We got some stuff to talk about anyway.
My whole clique straight. Y'all whole clique. Y'all know who y'all is.
Wait. That's gonna be taken
Y'all
wrong.
don't even know the lyrics. Only we know the lyrics.
My girl forehead was on my abs. Okay.
Gucci bandana.
Don't wear that,
Marco.
by the way.
Polo.
Before we begin, I need to say
Soldier Boy's not on this.
we're finally on iTunes and Google Play. So
Oh yeah.
you don't have to be on YouTube anymore to listen to us.
Yeah.
So feel free to check all those episodes out and give us reviews and 5 stars
You
and
just snap and roll.
Yeah, I did.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, promote us, because
Yeah.
you don't do it.
Because we're bad at that.
We need you.
Hey, man, we're really introverts.
Help
We
us, help
but we don't like
ourselves.
people.
By
Help me, help you, help me.
Help me, nigga. What are we talking about?
We got that game. We got
we
Smash Bros.
got
Sweet, baby. Finally.
That was the story behind this. I don't even know if I told y'all the story, but I had a terrible day at work on my birthday. I went to god doggone work on my birthday, and I was just like, you know what? I gotta do something for my birthday. It's not gonna be it. It's not gonna just be work. And I just went and I splurged. I just went and got Super Smash Brothers phone controllers, and that was it. That was the rest of the night, and probably like the next like 3 or 4 days at least.
Yeah.
Nothing but Super Smash Brothers. Like
For good reason. For good reason.
finally, like y'all don't even understand. Well, y'all understand. We couldn't even look at videos pertaining to Super Smash Brothers. We couldn't watch no fight video, nothing. Like we was just hurt. We was legit hurt. We could not play this game, but
We got
finally,
it. It's fun.
The struggle is over.
Still
For
going
us.
through. Still going through the adventure mode because that shit is kind of difficult.
yeah, and classic mode.
Yeah, the
because
boys got it. I just wanted to get all the characters.
when
Leave it at
you
that.
said, I heard you say that you had got 9.8 with somebody. I thought that like y'all were trying to get that with everybody, and I was like, yeah. I started off with Lucina, and I like replayed it 100 times trying
I was
to
there
get
for that.
trying to get a 9.8. I was just like, and then I started going through the other characters. I was like, oh wait, no, we ain't did that for barely nobody. I'm not no.
Yeah, like all I care about was unlocking all the characters and going through classic mode and singles and duos.
Which unlocking all the characters was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was.
Yeah.
It did get worse.
Like thanks
It got
to,
worse.
Thanks to Challenger Arena, like
Oh yeah.
like that, I was able to just clear through most of that shit.
But like
Yeah.
I'd say like the first 5 or 6 were kind of easy, and then they just turned up.
Yeah.
It was easy for a little bit longer than that. It took a long time for us to lose. But who's the first one to lose?
Was it me?
I don't know, it might have been me. I don't know.
No, I think it was you because I remember you saying.
I remember
was it
Ridley fucking me up.
Yeah.
Ridley.
Like he just grabbed me and just took me off the side. Just took me off the edge of the map. I was shit.
They sacrificed.
They
themselves
started
in
to
order
really
get
be
you.
on dirt. Like they would like hit you off the stage in a manner that they could not possibly recover from. And they knew like, oh no, I'm just gonna take him out first. Like that'd be the worst deaths because it's like, why is the computer playing this hard? Like, what are you fighting me this hard for? What did I do to you? Like the amiibos especially. Like them things are starting to get annoying too.
They
We
be
got
on dirt.
Yeah, like we just pulled those out, just train
Yeah.
them up to a certain level, but them niggas know how to cheese.
Yeah.
They know how to cheese you and just like.
They put some actual AI in there. Like they know what moves we are not blocking correctly or dodging. Like them things get more annoying than you would suspect.
It might be good to get
Action
good with.
figures. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see an actual 8-player battle, like 8 players in the same house. Because we seen that on Smash Wii U, and it was cool. But like this is the new level of Super Smash Brothers. Like I don't know what that's gonna look like. They got stages that change in the middle of the battle. Well, sort of. I thought that was gonna be a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
I thought that was just gonna like let you go through any random stage, like boom, like y'all just flipped. Y'all don't know what's coming next. Like you only switched between like two.
One or the other. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh,
True
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I don't like that there is no stage creation.
Yeah.
There's no stage.
There's no
There's no
stage
stage
creation.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, I looked for it like the day after because we need to make the practice stage.
Don't.
We had, Rich made the ultimate annoying stage to fight on because it was like scattered bricks on the top of it, to which like it was really hard to launch anybody because they would just hit one of them. But there were little openings in it, so you could end up launching somebody out if you got like the right angle or I don't know, if you got lucky. But we was up in like 300-400% playing in that, so you got good at like dodging and that.
Putting up your shield, man.
Why can't you make a stage, Nintendo?
You gotta get your shield game up. You gotta get your dodge rolls. You gotta get that smash attack.
In the edge game, we don't never.
Oh,
We don't know about that meteor game, and we don't know about that outer edge side of the game
because
yet.
once I
because we trash a little bit still.
I be trying to jump and they don't let me jump, so then I up B and then it don't take me all the way to the edge, and I be like, why didn't you let me jump in the first place? I feel like the analog sticks. Why can't we use the D-pad, Nintendo? Why can't we use the analog? Is not a reliable source of fighting game directional usage. Like
I'm sorry, that sounded funny.
I don't even know if that's what I meant to say, but why can't we use the D-pad? That's my one gripe with Smash controls. But I really don't. You can't not have fun playing that game.
I have thoroughly enjoyed when we go through Classic. We've decided to kind of divvy it up. That way we use some of the characters that we're strongest with.
Yeah.
And through this, I've gotten stronger with some characters that I've never even played with before. Duck Hunt is now one of my favorites.
I cannot play with Duck Hunt at all. Any character with weird moves like him, like Villager, I can kind of get ice like, but Duck Hunt, no. Can't do it.
Lil Mac is still my dude. Lil Mac and Donkey Kong, come see me with these hands.
I'm not even gonna say that yet. I mean, you can. I would probably end up being seen, but no.
Yeah, if you got your meteor game on lock and you can last outside on the
on the edge of the ring, yeah, I might I catch that fate. But we are coming for blood eventually. We just need to get on the pad, get in the lab, get to the drawing board. I have never looked at a move list for longer than I looked at the one on Smash. Like,
Is it
Really?
yeah. Well, I mean, there is a move list. I mean, when you like making the Mii fighters, yeah, you can see everybody's moves. Like they'll show like what the side Bs. Yeah, so I looked through all of those and like saw what everything did. But like, there's so many for each different character that vary so much. It's just like, it was so pointless. It was like, I'm not gonna remember all of this. I might as well just fight against all these characters in practice mode and see what they do. But
all the characters, they don't have those alternate moves, do they?
I don't think so.
Okay.
yeah, no,
I don't think
characters
so.
don't have alternate moves. I don't think.
That was a cool thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. What Super Smash Brothers was that?
No,
on?
Smash
That was Wii U. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did people not like that one so much?
I don't know. Everyone has to complain
Purists.
about shit. Like
Oh wait, was it that one or was it Brawl that people didn't
Oh, yeah, I
like?
hate
Brawl, people really didn't like
Yeah,
Brawl.
I didn't like Brawl that much.
But I don't know. There's a vocal group that didn't like any of them.
I want Subspace Emissary back.
Yeah,
I would have took it over Classic Mode.
low key. Well, over the adventure.
I would have took it over
Yeah.
the Adventure Mode. Classic Mode is just it is what it
It's
is.
like I like the Worlds of Light thing because they've got a lot of creative battles and stuff. But I'd rather like Subspace Emissary. That
Yeah.
was cooler.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I didn't have a problem with Brawl. I don't know. The Subspace Emissary was fun, and I mean, I didn't play that one as much with friends like in a house. Like that when I was playing online actually because it was on Wii and that was when you could. I mean that shit sucked, but like you could actually play online a little bit then. So that was where I was fighting most people and I was losing because of lag. But I don't know, I had fun with it.
We used to play it at Yusuf's crib when we was in middle school. But then I lost my goddamn game. Or somebody stole it. I don't even know.
If you are out there, you
know
have
what
not
you
been
did,
forgotten.
Honestly, I had never played it until I played it with these jokers here. But I will say, for anybody out there that has never played Smash before, just because you might not have thought that it might have been something that you might have, been into, it is one of the funnest fighting games of all time. It's real simple. There are literally 2 attack buttons, 2 jump buttons, block, grab. That's it. It's not a whole bunch of combinations.
Technically, the directions do make it a little bit more complicated, but like, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
But there's only 3 directions along with any button.
But then there's also jumping and then jumping and doing attacks and directional attacks in the air and
it's still much.
Yeah, it's a simple game.
It's still much simpler.
There's enough complexity that you can have a style though. Like there's enough you can play it how you want to. Like it's fun for all levels of ability. Like
right. Each character is different too. That's another thing to remember.
I do want to know though, like, if you got this as a child, how are you gonna unlock all those characters? Because they were difficult.
Oh, yeah.
They were like real.
I don't know. It depends on how young of a child. I think like 10-year-old me could have did it.
I'm saying the age I was when I first played Smash, I don't think I would have been able to handle fighting some of these niggas.
Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah. I don't know. I think 10-year-old me could have pulled it off. I think so. I don't know.
Eventually.
Yeah, I would have been frustrated. I probably would have broken control. I probably would have broken control. But
I don't know, because it was pretty hard back then, I guess.
I never had the game.
There were
that
less
myself
characters.
So,
It really was just disrespectful to you.
Uh-huh.
Like he sacrificed himself just so he would not get unlocked by Yusuf that day.
Yeah,
Oh, for shame.
You can't, that game won't get old. I mean, we're gonna be playing that probably until
The next one comes out.
Yep.
if there's oh my god.
This shit ain't gonna get stolen this time.
We have this theory. Well, I had this theory that like Waluigi's gonna be the last character, and then he's gonna be like, "That's it, no more Smash at all." Like that's it. I mean, y'all got Waluigi. What else could y'all possibly want? Get out my face. Like,
The old boy's about to retire, probably.
yeah.
It's like, y'all can have that.
Like-
I'm done.
All these people who made our childhoods are getting
Sakurai.
old. Like, I really hope they got proteges and people to carry these titles on the way they're supposed to be.
That's real.
Yeah. And I give the game a go get that shit out of 10.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
Okay. So another game came out, Mud Ducking, apart from Kingdom Hearts 3, but
Yeah, we not.
I guess we're gonna save.
yeah,
we're gonna
we-
save that
I'm
until
currently broke and
our
I haven't-
expert on Kingdom Hearts.
I'm broken. I haven't bought it yet, so
Are you
we'll
gonna
get
play
to
it?
that eventually. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, okay.
You know this guy's gonna play it. But Resident Evil 2, the remake, came out,
Yeah.
and did anybody watch it other than me?
I mean, that's all bits and pieces.
I watched it when you were
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not to mention you watched it all the way through, so.
That shit,
It's dope.
it's a goddamn masterpiece. Like, other than what Resident Evil 2 purists, like, who want the full tank mode, directional options, and the fixed camera angles.
Why? Why would you want that?
I'm a
That
purist,
is the one
like,
thing I
well,
hated about Resident Evil.
I guess remake purists. Like, if it's a remake,
Get over it.
the only thing would be, I guess, the updated graphics.
I prefer a remake.
Being
to be
better,
like that.
why would you not want the mechanics to be better too? That was just
Yeah.
a technical
Limitation.
Yeah, why would you want to
I
keep
don't know,
that?
but at the same time, Resident Evil 1 was the way that I'm describing it, the fixed camera angles, but just updated graphics and shit. So I can understand purists being in that kind of light, but at the same time, if you're not caring about that, this game is
Yeah.
A1. Like, I'm not gonna play it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the hell out of it multiple times.
From what it seemed like, from what the pieces of it I seen, it seemed like it wasn't as scary as 7, but
7 is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
after further thought, it is probably the perspective for one, and 2, 7 was also available in VR, so I'm sure that made that experience scary. Well, I mean, even in general, like the perspective was probably where it mostly came from, like just seeing it in first person.
Oh yeah.
Just in general was going to be scary.
I think where this remake excelled the most is with Mr. X. Like, first off, you can hear this man's footsteps throughout the entire police station. You know it's bad when you don't hear him coming. Because when you think you're safe in a room, the next thing you know, he comes in and oh.
Yeah. Like you just see the door open, and like in the hallways, this nigga just fills the whole
Yep.
hallway. It's just like you're not getting around him. Like killing the game, killing it.
I never played the original Resident Evil 2.
I didn't either, but I think I watched it. But yeah, I watched it. I watch all scary games. I don't play them.
No, you know what? I feel like I learned the story of it later, but I don't think I've ever even seen the original Resident Evil 2. Yeah.
I've seen, the only reason why I haven't played through most of the Resident Evil games is just I did not like the mechanics. I don't like how you shoot. Like, I don't like...
It is, yeah.
Well, my first experience with it was 5, Resident Evil 5. And you stop and you have to go like this while trying to shoot things that are coming at you.
Yeah, it just feels like, come on now, I would not stand here and do this. Like, I don't, like, thinking about it from a realistic, but I mean, that's part of what makes the game difficult, so.
Indeed. Because, I mean, I don't know. It's like there are some times where you would want it to be in first person, but on the same token, you lose that trademark over-the-shoulder view.
Yeah, I mean,
the fixed camera angle tank is the original, like
yeah.
Right.
play style, but I get where you're coming from when it comes to 4 through 6.
Yeah, 4 through 6, I think. Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad that turned out all right, because remakes in recent history have been hit or miss.
Yeah.
So they did one right.
And I'll rate that game. Watch that shit if you're not a real nigga.
Yeah, boy.
So, what? Super Bowl happened. When was
Oh
that?
yeah, there was a Super Bowl
that
that
last week?
happened.
Or was that Sunday?
At some time in the history of life.
Yeah.
Apparently nobody cared about it.
Yeah.
I ain't watched that.
I ain't watched that guy.
I
It
knew
was the
before,
first year guy.
I knew before it came on, when I saw the two teams that were going to be playing, I wasn't going to watch it because I knew who was going to win, in all honesty. Like, you're not about to chump Tom Brady twice.
I'm being
be
clocked
real.
out of the goddamn NFL because I'm staying with Cap and I'm not watching football at all because I've been not watching football.
Yeah, you definitely watch football. But you know, there was one part of the football game, of the big football game, that I do sometimes tend to give a care or two, and that is the halftime show.
Halftime is game
The
time.
halftime show. I do actually care about the halftime show sometimes. They had one.
Who was last year? Who was last year's? What's that? That wasn't Cardi B.
That was...
It was Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
No one cared about.
Yeah.
Oh no, he went.
Man
through
in
the-
the Wall.
he went
Yeah,
through the-
that's what I thought he was going to do. But yeah, he actually went to the catalog. He had a pretty good one.
Well, Maroon 5 did it.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even.
the performances were by Maroon 5.
Yeah, Maroon 5, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Goddamn, Big Boy.
Yeah, Big Boy.
Big Boy. Yeah.
Whoever they could find that was willing to do this, because nobody was trying to do it.
Nah,
I like Big
not
Boy.
even the people who
The
Big
Big
Boy
Boy's part was kind of hype.
Yeah.
But it was still, I mean, it kind of felt like this is random,
It was
especially in the
weird.
lineup of things.
I mean, it's
It was-
Atlanta.
yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's Atlanta that's like
Yeah.
the only reason it was like even not completely out of place.
They had motherfucking Sleepy Brown on the goddamn stage doing I Like the Way You Move,
Yeah.
the goddamn song that inspired me to play trombone. And
Right.
that bitch I love every second.
I know.
I did, yeah.
Yep.
I think saxophone when I hear that.
And I saw
Yeah, but-
it was a dude on a goddamn trombone and a trumpet. And I was like, one of those instruments I'm gonna goddamn play. And it was just that ba 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 ba, and I was like, yeah, that's the one.
I would have been like, I don't want to have to do that much arm movement, but then I picked drums, so I don't. But yeah, they had a halftime show. Oh boys. Well, they tried to have a halftime show. Yeah, barely
It
is.
was the most disjointed.
They just kind of mushed everything together. They threw the SpongeBob thing in there.
Maroon 5 was just there. They just
Yeah.
performed.
I
It
mean,
was what it
and
was.
please, white America.
Not really. I
Yes.
don't think many people like this.
I don't even know what. I mean, I don't think nobody liked the actual performance. Like in general, as a whole, they didn't like it. But I don't think they are the main talking point of why.
Yeah.
Cause man, Travis Scott, like, y'all know, I am a huge Travis Scott fan. And I just never expected. And like we watched Travis Scott go on, what was it? Was it Jimmy Kimmel or was it SNL? Which one did he go?
SNL.
It was SNL. SNL already has like a weird track record when it comes to artists performing on their show. So it's like, okay, you know, but like Travis Scott's performance on that was really dry. Like,
I don't know. At the same time, I'm a Travis Scott fan too. I have seen footage of this nigga's concerts. This nigga performed at that Super Bowl
the same
like
way
a concert.
he always does, yeah. But like his concerts are usually in like these like underground looking type scenes where it's like all that yelling and stuff is acceptable. I don't know. I just thought maybe he switched it up.
It's the same.
It is the same. Yeah, I don't know.
It's the exact same, and then he gets mad when niggas don't be fucking.
Yeah, like
Fucking
yeah,
raging.
You can't be in the
It's
front.
like-
Yeah,
I mean, I get it,
His concerts are not
It's
meant
meant
to
for
be
the rage.
edited.
but the Super Bowl is not the place for the
It's
rage.
not.
No.
It's
So
not.
you got to have some kind of fixed performance
Yeah.
style in order to get some kind of good reaction.
yeah. He just goes up there and does it. Like,
Came out here, went on the ice on the number, and I came outside, when they pull up, they give me loose.
Why did he do that song? Why did you? Drake is pretty. He pretty much makes that song. I'm not gonna lie. Drake it makes that song.
Yeah.
Everybody waits for the out like a light. Like that's when you got to do the King Vader. Like. Why would you perform? I just don't. At the Super Bowl, like
yeah.
at your concert, at your tour, your album tour, you have to do it. It's whatever. Drake ain't gonna be able to make it, but at the Super Bowl, you can't do that. Like Drake needed to be there or perform something else. Like I don't know. It's just that's my thought on that.
I
But-
think it's just hard, in my opinion, to market this album edited live.
That too.
Because, I mean, the whole hook of No Bystanders is fuck the club.
Why would they perform that
Fuck the
song?
club
Well,
up.
they
Bitch,
picked
fuck
two
the
terrible
club up.
songs of his to perform for like technical reasons. Like they're great songs, but why would you perform a song where the selling point is swear words you can't say at the Super Bowl, or an artist who is not going to be there who you featured on the song? Like I just don't understand the thought process behind his part as a whole.
Having him do this is like having DMX on Kids Bop.
Especially
Like
when
every other word, you're not going to hear it.
especially when all the black artists were making a uproar about not performing
Yeah.
because of Cap.
Maybe that was his whole deal. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna just goddamn do some shit next.
I need this money.
Because I'm gonna go over
I
and come
got
back
a
with this
new- I got a
check,
new baby.
and y'all not
I
gonna
don't
get a
think.
good
Do
show.
they get paid for the Super Bowl?
I'm sorry.
I think so.
Your boy lives in Calabasas. I need to pay these.
My lights gotta stay on.
That shit don't pay for itself.
I get paid to be here, not give y'all a show.
Sicko Mode's making a lot of money.
The
Y'all
NFL,
like
that
that
much
one.
money.
the NFL
That shit
does
bump.
not pay its halftime acts ask for performance.
It's just
Matter
Yeah,
of house.
I thought I heard that.
That's
They
super
may have to
exposure.
pay. Yeah, to yeah.
Just to say that you did, I guess.
That's
But
dumb.
if it wasn't worth it at that moment,
That's
you-
definitely that.
I mean,
do
yeah,
it.
no, I don't understand.
guess-
Like
I guess
that's
he
why
can
Super
only
Bowl
capitalize.
performances are so good. They're not getting paid for that. That is straight up exposure. Like you got to put on a show. Otherwise, why'd you do it? Like
I don't know. I don't know. I guess he's striking while the iron's hot because sicko mode. I guess we have more faith in him that he'll come out with a song later on to go to the Super Bowl with, but he's like, nah, nigga, they only ask you once to come to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Super Bowl now.
yeah.
Like, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
I-
I still don't fuck with it.
I
honestly-
don't blame him for doing the Super Bowl. It's just he should have came a little more better.
Yeah.
Especially after all of the controversy surrounding him going.
Yeah. To his defense, a little bit, I guess. He did not agree to sign up for the Super Bowl until the NFL made a donation. Which could you look up real quick where he had?
That's right. That's right. It was a donation made.
500,000
Yeah.
to. So 500,000 to what organization?
Dream Corps,
Yeah.
nonprofit organization that confronts social justice issues. So it went to a good cause. Still, I feel like this whole move. First of all, the fact that the NFL, they had to negotiate to get somebody to perform.
Yeah.
That, to me, that just seems like a move of desperation, saying, okay, people really don't bang with us right now. Which, sadly, that's the case with a lot of things.
And I wonder
Like-
who it was a move of well, not it might have been a move of desperation for the NFL.
Yes.
And then for Travis Scott, it might have been I'm trying to make this bag with the minimal amount of public opinion being cast upon me. Let me try and at least have this to fall back upon. Like, I don't know. Would he have done this if there was not going to be any backlash about him performing in the first place? So it's like, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Like, the end result is good, but
I don't think he would have did it if it wasn't for the donation. Because he wasn't going to do it prior.
it's like it doesn't matter because the donation happened now. It's like a good cause has the money, but yeah, it is something to think about, especially with the number of people who denied going to the Super Bowl, and it's like that's probably a part of why he did it too. Like, when are they going to invite me again? Are they going to keep denying? Is this? Am I just getting this because a bunch of other people
Declined
declined it? Like, so of course he's gonna take that back. Like,
Yeah. Y'all sleep on me. I'm about to collect this non-check.
yeah. So I can't blame him, but yeah, that performance in general was like, why even bother? Why bother?
On top of the what's it called? The petition to have the Sweet Victory from SpongeBob be on the goddamn Super Bowl, and they only did it in the transition, which was poorly mixed into
That
sicko
sounded
mode.
like a Greek step show audio cut together. Like, I know because I've done them. They be tacky. Like,
Bruh, the Sweet Victory starts with a goddamn fanfare. It couldn't have been that hard to start the show, at least with the trumpet opening fanfare. They didn't have to do the whole thing. I get maybe not doing the whole thing. But
man, they should have brought a real band out there and cranked that shit.
Honestly, that would have
been perfect.
That would have been dope.
That would have been perfect. But if they didn't want to go through all that, I feel like they could have just did the fanfare at the beginning, and then whatever happens after that. But
they did what they did.
yeah.
Suck.
Speaking of terrible performances, well, I guess sort of. The president gave the State of the Union, and nobody watched except me. So I'm just
Because
gonna
we've
point
all
out,
given up on.
I'm just gonna point out the fact that this nigga said, in order for there to be peace and legislation, there cannot be any war and investigation. This nigga literally in a State of the Union address threatened, I bet y'all niggas won't try to investigate me or I'ma lock this goddamn country up, nigga. Y'all
like
about to
to
get
point out
super jammed, nigga.
How much of flack Hillary got for saying go to the polls, but he went up there and did the same thing with his little rhyming game. No, that was corny. That was corny.
But he did it in a way that didn't seem like he was rhyming on purpose.
Yeah.
He put so much effort and looked cringy as fuck.
Oh shit! I forgot that was.
Niggas had to point out that the fact that he rhymed in order for it to stick in my mind. It was like, yeah, legislation does rhyme with investigation.
A little bit.
I don't know who writes these people's speeches.
Not him. He ain't right there. I don't believe it.
I feel like this man can't have too many friends because they let him go out there and say this. I didn't watch it. I just read the transcript because I couldn't bear to watch all of it. This man said, we must choose between greatness or gridlock. Tonight, I ask you to choose greatness. As in,
what
that
the
means,
heck?
Once again,
What kind of dictatorship speech is this?
Once again, you threaten to shut the government down again, as if people haven't been suffering.
Gridlock?
Right.
You just had people not getting paid.
Yeah.
They not gonna do that again.
You say like the opposite of this gridlock is greatness, as in us conforming. I mean, the government conforming to your will. Clearly, that's the only other option, according to you.
Yeah, it's currently February 11th, and I believe if shit don't go right with the negotiations, the government will shut down after the 15th on Friday. Again.
We'll let y'all get y'all loving on, and then be right back on it.
Yeah,
Lockdown.
God, man,
Get your love.
I'm sorry about y'all government people, man. That shit whack.
That's whack. Yeah, that's hella whack.
That's wild.
Speaking of terrible government shit, these goddamn Virginia governors losing their goddamn minds.
Why is
Well,
I just want to point out that
Virginia
if
politicians-
y'all, as politicians, know y'all have skeletons in y'all closets, just go ahead and back out now. Because we see it's the time of you can't have ever done anything. It's not just you can't do nothing. You can't have ever done anything. And, in some cases, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
So sometimes y'all did some fucked up shit. So
Blackface in a yearbook? In a yearbook. This isn't a picture that just got resurfaced. Like, this was in a yearbook.
Immortalized
You
for
planned
all
this.
to goddamn
Right.
see.
You had this publicized.
There are people that, like, flipped through it and signed it. It's...
You
Wow.
had it
Like
published. You made copies of it. You thought it was cool enough so that all of your high school friends would see
Oh, no.
it after the fact.
Not high school.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
These niggas are
Excuse
in
me.
middle school.
That's right.
Law school. These
Oh,
are
that's
adult yearbooks.
Yes.
Post goddamn bachelors, like
oh,
These weren't dumb kids. These was...
like this. I
they did their
understand.
shit to the time to graduate.
How did they let that in there? What?
A shit. Wait, isn't like goddamn 7 years after you goddamn finish your bachelor's that you get your medical degree? Around that time,
Yeah, I think so.
like you had to be stewing in that racism.
And this
You had to be stewing in that racism, dog.
this was in
Sometimes
84.
I'm here for it. If y'all know y'all done did.
But like that's so scary. Thinking my doctor is racist. Like
The
you
person
already hear about like
responsible for my health.
you already hear about like
My
the
well-being.
disproportionate amount of deaths when it comes to black people during like black women during childbirth.
Right.
On top of all those medical experiments,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like that shit's scary.
Yeah.
And well, not related to that, but this goddamn governor, when he was at a press conference, he had already apologized for doing the blackface, and then he went to the press conference. He was like, "Sorry, that wasn't me in the picture, but I did do blackface at a different time, at a dance competition when I dressed up as Michael Jackson." And some nigga in the goddamn press was like, "Can you still moonwalk?" And this nigga was like, looking for some goddamn space.
He was about
The
to,
goddamn
he was about to
moonwalk.
do the thing we. He was about to
that
do it.
that would have made the year.
Y'all don't
Oh,
even
my
realize
God.
who told him to stop.
His wife.
This is why they tell us to listen to women. They be knowing. Like she stopped the meme
of the century.
in an alternate timeline. we saw what happened when he Shuck and Jived up there. After.
Oh, white Shuck.
That's why he's shucking and jiving to us. Because he really thought that moonwalk was going to get him some type of public face with the black community.
It's the ironic Shuck and Jive.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's the
a reverse
racist
Shuck and,
ironic.
yeah, that is crazy. There's multiple dimensions to that Shuck he was about to jive.
God. He just has a vision in my mind of this dude in blackface shucking and jiving. Like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Like,
we need to watch some old movies then. 'Cause that's all. Gone with the Wind.
No,
It
man.
bothers me that this picture was taken in 1984. Which,
How old is she?
shit.
but I mean, in the 80s, this is past,
Civil rights.
revolution and everything. This is where, okay, you should not be doing blackface.
I know y'all
Blackface
got
is
rights
not cool.
and shit, but fuck all that.
It's like it's not really double sided because I would never personally want somebody with that type of past to be in control of anything involving my life, not my legislation, not my health, not none of that. But say, because we didn't even point out that these governors and attorney generals are Democrat. It's like in some cases, the people who see that they changed their ways and see that the past way that they thought was not what it should be. They can be the biggest advocates for the reverse because they were once the perpetrator, but at the same time, they're the very people we can't trust because it's like we already seen where you come from and now your intentions are forever questioned.
You never stepped out in front of it before the shit came out.
Yeah,
and now you never with the blowback of the shit coming up.
That's the biggest thing too. It's the only way you have a possibility of saving face is if you do it before people find out. At this point, we can
can't
never
even
trust
do that. Fucking
Liam
goddamn
Neeson.
Liam Neeson with the man.
Oh
God.
we didn't even put that in.
Yeah, man, fuck all that, bro. You don't even need to talk about that. You know what you did.
That's all. Did y'all see it's a swan? No, or maybe a duck. I don't know. One is walking on land. It's a black duck, and then there's a white one just in the water, just creeping up behind her. And it's Liam Neeson be and then black people, and then both. And I think they played Jaws theme in the back, but it's crazy. This man,
He was wilding.
people been wilding.
Yeah, he said it during the press run. That's not the time.
No.
Yeah,
That's not the time. You fucking up everybody's money now.
Yeah.
Talking about movies getting their money fucked up, I guess. Goddamn X-Men Dark Phoenix apparently had another screening after they did all the fucking reshoots, and apparently the actors feel embarrassed based on this new cut of the movie.
I had no faith in this movie, so this doesn't
Never.
surprise me.
Yeah.
Not from the
There is
beginning.
proof.
I didn't even want it to happen.
But it makes me want to watch it.
Oh yeah, I want to see it.
Just to sit and laugh and be angry and laugh.
It's funny because I know DC movies. I know I'm gonna hate DC movies to the point where I don't want to see them. DC movies have a way of just being unfunnily, if that's a word,
Unfunnily
bad. But this could be funny bad because I laughed quite a few times in Apocalypse. That had some moments.
Yeah.
And if they're embarrassed in the pre-screening, will we even get to see this? Is this going to be the final big flop of Fox to where they actually have to cancel a movie?
Hopefully.
I need that.
Let's get that.
Get it back
Just
tomorrow.
come on. Give it
back.
Come on, we're done, Singer. We're done with you.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have it back soon, Marvel. Okay.
Praise God.
Come on. In honor of Stan Lee's legendary name, please, because the X-Men was one of his crowning achievements, in the Marvel universe. Don't throw that out there like that. Give it back. Give it back. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Speaking of terrible movies with Alexandra Shippen. Perfect transition, goddammit.
Wait,
We saw a trailer to a movie.
Oh, man.
I'm
Oh, yeah, you see her in the trailer?
Yes, she is in that goddamn trailer.
it's gonna be trash. Oh, it's gonna be trash.
Motherfucking Shaft is about to have, I guess, its third iteration sequel. I guess it's canon because
The other two
it
are
has
in
the
it.
other two Shafts in it.
Yeah. Pause. Pause.
Hey man, you gotta have more than one Shaft.
You gotta say no homo.
Oh, man.
Wait.
Where is Riley when we need
This-
We need Riley's commentary on everything.
Like I know the like Shaft. It may have had like a little bit of a lighter tone at certain points. Well, I've only seen the Samuel L. Jackson one, and at times there was some humor in it, but like it wasn't no goddamn ride along too. And this movie seems like it's gonna be a ride along too, with a nigga that looks like a fusion between Romeo and Brandon T. Jackson,
Why
mixed with a little bit of Michael B. Jordan.
Why specifically 2? Right on 2.
I don't know. It just seems like because it's a terrible sequel. I don't know. I ain't even seen none of them. I just know in my mind and in my heart that they're terrible movies.
I don't know how to feel about
can't
this
take
because I
this
haven't
seriously.
seen either of the Shaft movies like all the way through.
Like, there.
I have seen a part of both of them.
I think the core of it
Shaft counter. We have to put a
Is-
shaft counter.
is pretty serious. Like, I don't know, man. It just seems like it's too much comedy for me. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I was saying, pretty much everything involving the young Shaft Jr. was pretty cringy. Like all of his jokes were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Everything else was okay. I could kind of see this, but his jokes specifically were really bad.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be corny. Just corny as shit. And I can't deal.
I need some glasses so I could give him the Hannibal Buress whack.
It's like I had hope because when I think Samuel L. Jackson and I see him wearing a leather coat, I think, motherfucker, it's gonna happen. Yes. But then you give me this.
He might be doing the motherfuckers, but that
It won't make up for the corn.
but Junior is gonna ruin that movie. Like, I don't know, man. Speaking of
Oh yeah.
being
God.
disappointed in a black man in a movie, or I guess blue man in a movie.
Oh yeah, because he said he's gonna be blue.
So
He didn't think he was gonna be blue, but they gonna let him be blue.
Yeah, we saw the trailer today for goddamn Aladdin, the second trailer that dropped, and in my opinion, it's not gonna be good. And well, no, it might be straight. Like the visuals look like it might be on point.
I do want,
But goddamn, Will Smith as Genie in his genie blue form looks terrifying.
Will Smith is kind of swole to be.
That must be
Looks like
somebody's
a-
body
yeah,
double.
because
That must be a body double.
They show the shot of his back, and he looked like swole, but then the shot of his front does not look the same.
Yeah.
He looks
He's
swole
like-
and fat at the same
Yeah,
time.
dad bod in the front and swole. What the heck?
How do you skip ab day and go straight to back? Like, just all
Straight
day.
deadlifts. That's all I do. Think I go to the gym. What? Straight back. Straight. But yeah, it was one part in there where some of the special effects looked like Once Upon a Time-ish, which I hated their special effects. But I don't know, it just reminded me of that. It was like some potion powder, something was going up into the air, and I was just like, that looks weird. Like,
Goddamn. Supposed to have old girl from you said Power Rangers who
Ah,
played
yeah,
the
the
Pink
Pink
Ranger.
Ranger.
She was fine now. Like I saw her in one of the shots. It looks pretty straight. But goddamn Jafar seems pretty weak.
His voice isn't.
Aladdin, go into the cave and get me the lamp.
Oh, God.
Aladdin.
We'll see.
I can't say the trailer turned me off from the movie, but yeah, Will Smith's Genie, I'm not fucking with it.
I'm not paying
You
to
see
see it.
it in the theater.
I need Jafar to look like a sickly, skinny dude, like Snoop Dogg, like,
Yeah.
and just like be super intimidating, like, go get it now, or something. I don't know, like.
Yeah, he don't say he's not intimidating.
Not super mean, but I guess more conniving, like.
I feel like I know somebody who could play this. Somebody who played in Game of Thrones, who like has the exact look that you thinking of, but I can't think of who his name is. I'm not gonna be able to. I feel like he was associated with the Doran people somehow, but
Any one of those people would have played a better Jafar.
But I mean,
Any one of
Think
them
about the
picked.
dude from the House of the Undying,
House of the Undying.
where it was the multiples of
the
that.
blue
of that
lip.
same
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Like he had like the look. I feel like that you were thinking about, like
With that same.
Yeah,
that-
that's exactly the dude I was thinking about.
Onesie looking like, yeah, I'm planning shit. You ain't gonna know till your dragon's gone, baby.
that dude. Yeah. Oh, man, but I don't know. We'll see. But I hear mixed stuff about Disney live action stuff, and the only ones like we just talked about this earlier that I'm really waiting for is Lion King and Mulan. So Aladdin can be however it really is. I'm not going. It's not like childhood ruined or nothing for me.
I never had a big background in Disney movies. It's just seeing these. I can only imagine being a kid and this is your very first exposure to Aladdin, and you see swole fat Will Smith, and it's just like, what am I watching? And then your parents are excited because they know the real deal, and then they're in the movie theater cringing because it's like, it's trash, but I don't want my kid to know that it's trash.
What happened to Independence Day? What happened to Bad Boys? I don't like this
They're
Will Smith.
remaking everything. That's just about me doing Bad Boys.
Oh Lord!
But
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
that is what it is, and it is what it is.
Somebody gonna see how it go. Like I said, I ain't paying to see it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Hey,
Just goddamn make sure you don't shuck and jive.
man, just like if
White people, this goes for you too. Okay?
Especially not in blackface.
Because, I mean, look. Listen
Y'all
to your
can't-
wives.
if y'all shuck and jive now, just think in 20 years, the Shive will come to Juck. God doggone it, then you gonna get caught. Don't shuck and jive never.
You can go do that shit right now. Go do that shit right now with no cameras. No cameras. Just go shuck and jive in the bathroom.
Get it all out.
Get it all out.
Get out that bathroom.
Be like them folks that know they want to pledge and they do the little strolls and stuff in their room where they can't be seen. Y'all know y'all used to do it. Some of y'all probably still do.
Yeah.
But that's none of my business. Don't shuck, don't jive
God damn.
in public.
And check us out on iTunes.